All right, guys, I don't have a lot of time. I got about 10 minutes, and this is very, very important. So, as you guys know, there's that digital legislation that's up right now. It's called the Australian Digital Identity Legislation. It's basically going to turn our country and the entire country, not just New South Wales, into basically a social credit system. We have to fight against this. I can't believe no one's made a video about this. This is one of the most important things that we need to talk about. So I'm going to wait for people to come in, but we have something that we need you guys to do, and it's very important, and it'll actually work, believe it or not. This isn't a petition. This is something that'll actually tangibly work, and we've seen it happen overseas in the UK, where they've actually beat this thing. So, can you guys hear me? This is really important. I got about maybe 10 minutes before I have to hop off because Maria's on. I've been absolutely smashed, but this is very important. This must be done about the legislation. So for those of you tuning in right now, make sure you share this everywhere. So many of you already know about this because some people have posted about this. There's an Australian digital identity legislation, and we have to get answers to that legislation. We have to go make submissions and say that we've got a problem with it. John Larder did a... is it breaking up, guys? John Larder did a video on this, and he made the point that this is an absolutely important thing to do. We really need to challenge this stuff. And if you go to the link in my bio, there's actually a submission for it. So what this legislation actually will do is it'll allow the government to actually give you a, pin your identity, your driver's license to your online account, basically. So that's not good. That's not good at all. It's going to basically be the social credit system. You know how we talk about, the first round of the jab and the second round of the jab are one thing. Well, this is something completely different. This is something that's going to last with us. With 9/11, how, we had terrorism for a while, and, there are a bunch of things and measures that they introduced. This is something that's going to stick with us. Well, this bill that's been introduced, it's up to phase 3 now. And what it means is now we can actually add some, give them some feedback and say, hey, I've got a problem with this. Now, I'm sure you guys, if you want to read more about the legislation, it's bad. It's really bad. If you want to read more about the legislation, go online and you'll actually see it. I've got the link in my bio to look at it. But this is something we all need to do submissions to. Now, how can you actually tangibly fight against this? Now, guys, I've only got about 8 minutes. I've got to tell you guys how you can fight against this. So there's a link in my bio. It'll take you to the website where you can have your say. Often when governments do this sort of thing, they want to know where people are thinking on this sort of thing. So maybe they'll adjust the legislation if there's significant public outcry. A lot of you people have already done already done submissions, and that's great. So if you go to the link in my bio, you can make a submission there. It's very simple, takes 2 seconds. And then there's a part where it says there's 1,000 words where you can, leave your, your recommendations and whatever. And you tell them, I don't want my identity online. I want freedom. I want this. I want that. Whatever you need to say to get it up there. And I think there's some, just speak from the heart and just say, this is what you have a problem with. Now, when it comes to the way that we fight against this, do these submission forms actually work? Yes. We had a similar situation last year. Victorians that are listening, you guys will probably remember. Do you remember there was that omnibus bill and it got put up and a lot of people, they had a problem with it. There were a few things there that they had a problem with. Well, it only took about 10,000 submissions to actually roll a lot of that bad stuff back. So I strongly encourage you, go and do that because it'll make a big difference. In the UK, they had a very similar bill to do that. They had a very similar bill that was put up for a digital identity over there, and it was a big problem. And a lot of people had, they made submissions and they pushed back against it, and basically the whole bill got blown up. So this thing does have a powerful effect. So if you want to have an effect on this, normally I'd talk longer with you guys on this, but I've only got a few minutes. If you want to have an impact on this, if you want to push back, go online. Go and click the link in my bio. Click the top one. It'll make your submission. You've only got till the 27th of October. That's why you can hear I'm short for breath. This is very important to get done, and we have to get this done. This is absolutely important. We can't have a situation where our digital identity is online and it's pinned to our vaccine passport status and it's pinned to a bunch of different things. We don't want that. We do not want that. All right, so go. Let's do it. Give this a share. Get it out everywhere. There's a ton of good people that have already been talking about this. Anyone serious in the freedom movement with a bit of a following, if you haven't talked about this yet, you must talk about it in the next few days, and the next couple of days at the least. We've got 7 days before the submission cutoff is. It's on the 27th of October, 2021. We can't have a situation where, you know, we are short, you know, a few 10,000 submissions. We need to smash this. We need to get tens of thousands of submissions. This is an Australia-wide effort. If you want the link to actually do that, remember, it's in my description. It's in my bio. It's the top link there. And we've got to push back on this. We've got to push back on this. We cannot let our digital identity go online like this. This is going to be the Chinese Communist Party, you know, social credit system. I'm going to talk about this a lot more tomorrow, but I have to hop off now because I think Maria is about to go on live. I think with Ricardo, or and that's going to start at 8. So I don't want to cut into her time out of respect. So look, go get that done. This is absolutely important. If you want to hear a little bit more about it, I think John Lada also talked about it. I might share his video as well. But this is vital, guys, and this is a way you can actually tangibly push back. So let's get it done. And I think we'll actually get a win here. This isn't massive in terms of pushing back. I'm going to do a video on it tomorrow to talk a bit more about it. But if you can do a submission now and share it to everyone, please do. I'll see you guys later. Thanks everyone for the support. I've been absolutely smashed. I've barely been sleeping. It got so bad today. I slept for like 7 hours in the middle of the day. My sleep's just been catching up with me. And look, I'm glad that some people have been calling us out. And yeah, now's the time to do it. So I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Hang in there. And yeah, we're going to smash this together. I'll see you later.